everybody. It is Sunday. I just went through all my PT exercises and I'm currently just dangling, so I thought I would just do a quick video and you might wonder what the heck is she doing dangling. This is dangling. I don't get to see it. Put a weight on, and that's a 3-pound weight on my foot, so you just kind of dangle. That's the last exercise I do. Yesterday I thought I would take a chance, and I thought I'm not going to do PT today. It's Saturday. I just want to see how I feel after no PT for a day. Maybe I'm overdoing it, you know? And I slept terrible last night. I just kept getting like twisty feelings in my leg and my knee. And when I got up this morning, I was like, oh yeah, I should have done my PT yesterday because I just felt like everything was tight. So if you are ever thinking about not doing your PT, if you're going to get knee surgery, do your PT. It tends to like loosen everything up a little bit, even though it's, you know, hurts to do sometimes. But there's my advice. Don't do no PT. I just figured I'd try those the first time since surgery I did no PT. So yeah, I tried that out. It didn't work. This morning we actually went out to breakfast with my husband's parents because his mom's birthday is this week. She's also having surgery on Thursday, so we thought we better go out Sunday because, you know, the work week and all for Phil and whatnot. I had a little bit of trouble doing that because I was very uncomfortable, and I managed to get through it. And then we went home, and I came home and I did my PT. So it's very exciting Sunday. The only other thing I gotta tell you, it was so hard for me today. I'm not that you care, but I'm Catholic, right? So I'm not trying to push any religion on anybody, but I'm Catholic. And I keep a list of all my friends or family who passed away over the last year because we just pray for them. It's just something we do, you know, pray for the dead. Not everybody does that, by the way, but that's how I do things. And today was the 1-year anniversary of, it's actually my father's cousin. Her name was Deborah. I won't say more than that. But she was a twin, and her sister, you know, she's still here obviously with us. So I sent her a text message this morning, just, you know, giving her a hug and saying, you know, I know it's the year anniversary of your sister passing and whatnot. You know, they're all in New York. It's where I'm from originally, if you don't know that already. And she was going to the cemetery to put flowers down for her sister. This happens when you're menopausal, you just cry all the time. But anyway, but what she did was, her sister is buried in the same cemetery my father is. So she went and put flowers on his grave as well, which is also my grandmother's grave. So it was just a very emotional time for me today. She sent me a picture, and I have not yet gone to his grave site since he died in 2020. So I'm glad she sent that to me. And I'm hoping if this stupid knee heals, and it will, right? It will. Maybe sometime next year I can get to New York and go visit some family and go see my dad's gravesite. But anyway, so that was a little emotional today, right? What are you gonna do? So that's it for Sunday. Just wanted to do a quick post and share my emotional day. Gonna get better this week, right? I'm gonna do it. Anyway, we'll talk to you all soon. Hey guys, happy Monday. It's kind of yucky outside today. It's very windy and it's just kind of bland, but that's okay. Just getting ready to go to Athletico. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. And it's just been a rough morning. My right leg, obviously my right leg, that's the one that had the surgery, my right leg, is extremely tight today. I feel like I'm walking around again like with a tourniquet on my leg, and it's just, I hate when that happens. It happens a lot, but sometimes it feels a little better, and I'm like, oh good, you know, tourniquet feelings going away. And then this morning, not so much. And then the fun part is my left knee was acting up this morning, which hasn't happened in a while. And I was like, oh, you better calm down, left knee, because I don't want to deal with you right now. So yeah, that's a little unsettling, but so that was a fun morning. The good news is, though, I just got a package, and yes, I am on a diet, and I've lost, as of Sunday, 9.7 pounds so far. Can't really tell yet, at least I don't feel it, but the scale says so. My doctor's scale said 8 pounds a couple of days ago, so that's, you know, I guess par for the course. It's going down still because I'm doing really good, but I did place an order with the Hungry Gnome. I think I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, I was watching on HBO Max, or Max, whatever it's called now, I was watching The Big Brunch with Dan Levy. And the girl I was rooting for was Danielle. She's from Long Island, where I'm from originally, and I just loved her, and she was just such a, you know, she reminded me of home. But she is a baker, and she supposedly has the best scones in the entire world, and everybody on the show said she's the queen of scones and this and that, and I'm just like, oh my God, I really want to try one of her scones because I love scones. So I did. I ordered a bunch of scones from her, her company. I got 2 flavors. And I'll show you the unboxing here in just a second of the scones, but I am taking some of them with me to Athletico for my ladies and gentlemen who work on my PT today. I can't just eat all these myself, although I probably could. But I found out we could freeze them too, so we put a bunch of them in the freezer. So here's that unboxing, and then I'll report back later how therapy went, and hopefully my leg won't feel like a dead piece of wood. See y'all soon. All right, guys, I haven't opened this yet because I had to get the 10 pounds of tape off of it first. I promise I haven't opened this yet, but this is from the Hungry Gnome, that wonderful woman Danielle, who was on the Big Brunch on HBO and Max, I guess, hosted by Dan Levy. And I just had to try her scones because she supposedly has the best scones in the whole entire world. Okay, they call her the queen of scones, so I ordered scones. Here we go, I'm opening it up first time. All right. Thank you for your order. Preheat your, oh, you gotta heat them. Preheat oven 350. Remove or seal pack, place the sheet pan. Okay, and you can also freeze them. Oh, wonderful. So we can freeze some so we don't have to give them away. I was thinking about giving a few away because I bought a lot. But I think maybe we
don't have to eat them all at once.
Yeah. So, in here. I got 2 flavors. Oh, look, they're in little bags. Look how cute. You can give people their own bag. I got blueberry white chocolate. And there should also be chocolate chip scones.
All right.
So I guess maybe we could freeze a bunch of these. That'll be good. Let's show one of each. I'll take a napkin, so. All right, I'll open up the chocolate chip one. So keep the rest of it later. I already had lunch. Okay, good job opening bag stream. Ooh. Look at that. Oh. Look at that, Philip. Well, let me put that there for just a second.
Ooh, that'll be nice with an Earl Grey.
Yeah, look anything. This is the blueberry one. Oh my God, smell. I wish you guys could smell this box. It is insane. It smells so good. There is the blueberry. Oh, chocolate scone, white chocolate scone. Yep. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna hold the camera. Phil's gonna take a bite of one of them. Or take a bite of both of them. Because you don't have a retainer in like I do right now. Which one are you gonna eat first?
I'm going for the chocolate one.
All right, let's tell you. I'll tell you what I think, guys, later as my retainer's out. Careful.
It's a big bite. That's good.
She's supposedly the best scones in the
It
world.
needs a little bit of tea and it'd be perfect.
A little bit of tea. I wonder if they're supposed to heat them up though first.
You could.
It says preheat your oven to 350. Remove a scone or biscuit from the sealed bag and place it on a sheet pan for 5 to 7 minutes to warm it. You don't have to warm it, I would think. They just got cooked yesterday.
It tastes really good the way it is.
But you can warm it if you want to.
Warm it would be even better.
I'd take a bite of the other one. Tell me what the other one tastes like. It's like since I have a retainer in right now, I just brush my teeth. All right, this is the blueberry white chocolate.
Also very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Well, save me some. All right, that was my unboxing of the scones from Hungry Gnome. It is Tuesday, and I have Athletico today at 4:30 p.m. I spent my morning so far doing a little bit of PT at home, and then I did some artwork. This was my journal, things like that. Took a little peek into work, which I shouldn't do. I'm getting comfortable thinking about work now, I guess. And the fact that I'm going to be going back to work in a couple of weeks, I believe. I feel like I have to at this point. I can't just sit here all day doing doodling and making dolls, and although I love it, I'm starting to get a little bit like wish brain. But today I thought I'd just share a couple quick things. Number one is, for those of you who've been watching my channel, or fill in my channel, because we used to be a Table for Two show, we still are, but you know, it's just been transitioning from games to advent calendars to now this crazy knee situation. Who knows in the future what we'll put on this channel next. We just gotta be careful because we want to not be canceled. You know, I have a lot of people unsubscribe. Yeah, obviously the gamers are like, they don't care about this, and I don't blame them. But during my advent calendar 2 years ago, I got a Christian Dior calendar that was very expensive, and I did not get it last year because it was just very expensive, and I just thought, this is crazy. Gotta try something once though, right? Well, I still have, believe it or not, samples from that calendar and of course last year's calendars, and I'm trying to use all my samples and not buy anything else, depending on how this Christmas comes along. Turtle, what are you doing? Turtle is acting funny. I don't know if you can see her. Turtle, you wanna say hi? Well, she was acting funny, now she's just looking at me. She was looking at me like this. Anyway, so I'm going through all of the items, and they last a couple of years. They don't go bad or anything. Most things don't go bad. But I started using the Christian Dior stuff that I had left, and I had this little tiny face cream called Dior Prestige, and it's La Creme. Well, it doesn't say face cream on it, just to be fair. So I haven't used it yet. So I'm like, I hope this is face. I think this is face cream, right? So I went to the Dior website just to make sure it's face cream and how to apply properly in case there's some kind of fancy schmancy way to do it. And it's not, it is face cream, so it's all good. But then I noticed that the normal size of this cream is $430. I don't even want, oops, now Turtle's gonna play with it. I don't even want to touch it now. Like, that face cream is $430. So I did, I put a little bit on my face this morning. I haven't been wearing makeup at all. Maybe a little lip gloss here and there, or maybe a little powder when we go out to maybe a fancy dinner at the diner. So I haven't been wearing makeup at all, which is kind of good for your skin, I think. But I'm gonna see if this $430 face cream makes me look any better in a couple of days. So I wanted to just share that. Just thought it was kind of funny, and my husband doesn't care about that, right? So I thought I'd share it with the team here. And then just for fun, I'm gonna post a quick video here of me practicing with my cane. I only can do it in the house. I mean, honestly, I might try it maybe going out by the end of the week, maybe when I go athletic on Friday, because I still feel, you're all sick of hearing this, but this is true, I still feel like my left knee, or between like the top of my knee all the way down to almost the calf, is dead. Even though I'm walking, and I can walk and all those things, with a little assistance, of course, it just feels like I'm carrying this big weight around with me. I'm like, so you'll see in the video I'm gonna post with the, I call it the penguin walk. I'm trying to walk normal, but it's heavy. It's like I have a heavy thing in my leg. God, I hope this goes away. Anyway, so that's it for now. Here's the video of me walking funny, and then maybe I'll post a little bit more a little bit later. Thursday. So the good news is Phil's mom had a decent surgery yesterday, and she should be coming home later today, so that's good news. I was alone for part of the day yesterday, but I did fine. I basically just did all my PT, which is what I do every day, and I wasn't going to do it, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I've never gotten hurt doing my PT, and I'll be fine, and I was, so that was good news. Today, I have my follow-up appointment with my doctor at 1:20 p.m. So right now I'm just doing my pedal bike, getting ready for the day here. I'm very nervous to see him today. I have a lot of things on my mind I want to talk about. I am still outside using my friend the walker. Not really my friend, but it is what it is. And I'm trying now when I'm in the house to use the cane as much as possible, but I'm not steady at all. I haven't fallen down or anything crazy, but I don't feel steady. So I'm going to talk to him about that. I'm going to talk to him about the fact that I still feel like there's a piece of wood in my leg when I'm walking. It just feels so stiff still. It's just, that's not going away. I'm hoping it's going to eventually go away. Monday will be week 8 anniversary since surgery. And that's typically what I see on most internet Q&As is, 6 to 8 weeks you start to feel better. I'm not feeling worse. Okay, so let's just point that out. I'm doing more than I could do. What I mean by that is I can kick really high now. I'm doing exercises. I can obviously do the pedal bike faster than I was able to do it. I can get in and out of the shower pretty much on my own, but Phil does still hang out with me just in case. So I know there's progression. There is progression, so that's good. But I'm still not walking the way I want to walk. And I'm still not happy with this feeling of tightness in my knee and the numbness in my calf. And so I'm going to talk to him about all of that, see what he has to say, and just pray that there's no manipulation surgery needed. If you don't know what that means, manipulation surgery typically, from what I've read, is done if you don't have a bend or an extension to where they want it. Well, my extension is pretty much down to the bed basically, so that should be fine. And my bend, the last time I was at Athletico and they measured it, it was like at 105 degrees, and it's still getting better, and I can even touch the bottom of the table, they said. So, they don't feel like I'm going to have to need any kind of manipulation surgery. But the scar tissue might be what's causing this stiffness, is what they're thinking. And we're rolling it, and we're massaging it, and we're doing all the things I'm supposed to do to it, but it doesn't seem to get much better. So I'm going to talk to him about that today. And if he feels everything's still going the right way and nothing else can be done except just do what I'm doing, or whatever he says. The only other question I have for him is kind of I don't know, more aesthetic, is I want to start using the silicone scar tape on my where the incision was. So it definitely is, it's flattened out. It looks a lot better. I'll show you guys a picture after I'm done here. And then silicone tape, supposedly within like 8 weeks of a newer scar like what I just have here, really dissipates it pretty decently. So that's what I'm hoping for. So I'm hoping he'll give me the permission to start using that, because I didn't want to use it without asking, get their opinion on that. But that's the least of my worries, how the scar looks. I really just want to go out and do something. And what I mean by that is, Phil and I, we typically on a weekend, we'll take a long drive. We'll go, we'll go up to Wisconsin if we want to. We'll go down to, I'll go up to Saugatuck, which is in Michigan. There's, what's nice about where we live is about 2 hours from different things to do. But sitting in the car for long periods of time has just not been fun. It's better than it was, but not fun. And, I'm just picturing, sitting in a car and then wanting to get out and do something, and, not being able to walk that well still. So I'm a little frustrated with all that, because it is nicer weather. Although we had the fog here, or the smoke now, here in Illinois, which I know New York had a while ago, and now we have it from the Canada fires. What a world, huh? Can't really see out my window, but it's a little bit smoky out there today. So anyway, I will do another quick vlog after the appointment with the doctor to see what the outcome of that is. And then we'll go from there. All right, we just left the doctor's office, and I guess there's no bad or good news. It is what it is kind of news. She basically told me, because I actually saw the physician's assistant today, she's very nice. She said that I'm just a slow healer. Basically, there's nothing wrong with my knee, nothing, that she can see that's I'm doing wrong. She did say I might be overdoing the therapy a little bit. In other words, when I'm home, not the outpatient therapy, but I'm actually at home, she thinks I might be doing a little too much. So maybe stick to a few of the exercises versus that whole long list I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to talk to my therapist on Friday and ask them out of my long list what's the most important ones to do when I'm not seeing them, and then maybe I'll start doing it that way. Other than that, she really didn't say that I could be doing anything different. She's not too worried, I don't think. So she said something like, well, in a year from now, she said, on your annual appointment. I'm like, oh my God, She goes, you probably won't even, you know, be thinking any of these things. Right now you're in the thick of it, she said, and that's why it's still, you know, making you upset. So these things should still get better. So let's see what happens. Other than that, she gave me 6 more weeks of therapy. So, prescription for another 6 weeks at Athletico. I took my retainer out to eat, and I can't talk without my retainer for some reason. And that's about all I can remember she said. Anything else she said? I think that was about it.
No, that's about it.
Yeah, so we're heading home now, and then Phil's gonna go pick up his mom from the hospital, and we'll call it at the end of the day Thursday, and then off to Athletico tomorrow. Still Thursday. We're home now. The other thing I forgot to say is she gave me permission to start using this scar sheets. It's silicone scar sheets that you know, she said no problem, you can definitely start using this. And according to the packaging, it says for new scars, it could take, you know, 8 weeks to look a lot better. And then it tells you to start using it, you know, the first day for 4 hours, and then one day for the first day for 4 hours, and then next 3 days for 8 hours, and then you kind of build your way, leaving it on your scar. And it's reusable. So like as soon as you are done, like I just put it on, it's 3 o'clock, I'll show it to you in a minute. So 4 hours from now, I'll peel it off, and then I rinse it, and I let it air dry, and then I attach it back to the liner that it came on. So it's like on this little liner here. And then you reuse it. Yeah, and unless the adhesiveness goes away, then I have obviously more. You just cut it down to the size of your scar. So I'll show you what it looks like. Kind of looks like a Band-Aid. So basically I just put it on top of the scar. And in 4 hours from now, I'll take it off. I'm sure it won't look any different 4 hours from now, but you never know. I'll take a picture 4 hours from now. And I think what I'll do is each day I'll you know, take a picture after I take it off, just to see if it does anything. You all saw, there's my new accent, by the way. You all saw the scar earlier, because I took a picture of it earlier today, so you can see what it looked like before. So let's go from here and see if this stuff actually works. We'll check it out together. All right, see y'all tomorrow. Happy Friday. TGIF Friday for those of you who work for a living. Well, I don't know if I said this yesterday, so I'm just going to say it today. I got my official okay to go back to work on July 17th. So it's 2 more weeks. However, I will be having PT still, outpatient therapy for, I think it's 8 to 12 weeks or something like this, starting with the first 8. So, yeah, so it'll be interesting. And yes, I'm always in the bedroom. In case you're wondering, like, why does she always record from the bedroom? Because this is where I spend most of my morning while Phil's working, because I have my PT equipment in here, and I have my books and journals and my iPad and everything else. Occasionally I sit in the old chair over there instead of sitting on the bed. Chair over there somewhere. There it is. So that's why I'm in the bedroom still, in case you care. I'm not sleeping around all day anymore. I'm waiting for the gentleman to come from the CPM company. They're actually gonna come pick up this thing and get rid of it. Turtle will be thrilled because she likes to sleep at the end of the bed, and she doesn't like that machine sitting there. So I'm sure she'll be very happy to have the end of the bed back for herself. So that'll be good. I have Athletico at 4:30 today. I took a chance, and I was folding laundry today. And basically I just fold it on the bed, and I have my little cane with me. And I've been using the cane in the house mostly, except when I'm doing walks. Sometimes I do lots of walking, and then I'll grab the, I hate it so much, I forgot what it's called, the walker, because it's just steadier to do a lot of walking, you know, not quickly, but faster. But I decided I'm gonna take a few steps to the chest of drawers over there to put, you know, some underwear in there, just to be fair. Without the cane, I thought I'd try it. I waddled over, and then all of a sudden this sharp pain got me in my knee, and I'm like, hey, that's not fair. And it went away, but it was just kind of like a surprise, like, ooh, sharp pain. I mean, a cane still would have been, it probably still would have happened with the cane, but I would have been a little more steady, but I didn't fall down. So that's the good news. So yeah, so we'll go to Athletico today. I've got my official silicone tape on the knee today. Today is 8 hours. For the next 3 days, it's 8 hours a day for the silicone tape. So I'll show you what that looks like a little bit later today when I take it off. And then I'll just take a couple of pictures during the weekend, and I'll probably upload that all on next Friday's vlog. I don't think there's much else to say. If something happens exciting at Athletico, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna call it a day on the vlogs for today. All right, so you guys all have a good weekend. You know, slow progress, but progress is starting to happen, and that makes me feel a little bit better. I'm just looking forward to the day where I don't use the cane and or the walker. All right, guys, have a good weekend. Well, just got out of Athletico. As you can see my hair. It's very humid here today in Illinois. So I had a really nice chat with the therapist. I had a really hard workout today. Like, my leg is killing me right now. But they gave me a new set of exercises to do at home, or some of them are the same, but a new set of how to do it based on what the physician's assistant said yesterday about me maybe overdoing it a bit. So I have a new plan that's going to start tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. And tomorrow's July 1st. I'm also going to, for my own self, I have a Fitbit, like a really old one, by the way, but I've been getting in about 1,500 to 2,000 steps a day, but I'm going to try to aim for 5. Just to get more walking in my day, because I feel like I'm not doing enough walking. They didn't say this to me, I'm just doing this for myself. So that's another plan of action that I'm going to do. And I'm also going to drink more water. That's just, I'm saying this to the universe out loud. I do drink water a lot, but I don't feel like I'm getting enough water, and they do say water's good for your body to heal and all these things. So some two little, you know, changes for July 1st. I'm sitting in a Burger King parking lot right now. That's really healthy, I know. I'm getting an Impossible Burger. Phil's going in to get it for me and something for himself. So I think that's it for this week. I did take a picture of my knee after I took off the silicone tape today, so I'll show that after I post this. And there really isn't much change. You'll see it's very dark. I pointed to part of it because it's really dark. And I think the silicone, the way it works is it kind of just, I don't know, brings the blood, not the blood out, but the blood up to heal more. So that's why I think it turns a little bit more red or purpley. At least that's what I read, so maybe that means it's working. So here's a picture of my lovely knee again, which I'm sure you guys are thrilled about. Again, have a great weekend, and I will talk to y'all next Friday, hopefully with some more progress and more good news.